Talk about the Holy City Zoo, because that was a huge moment.
The Holy City Zoo was this legendary room in San Francisco. A lot of people came out of that room. Robin Williams, Jonathan Winters would drop in and do it. It was just this tiny, tiny room. And up to that point, I moved to San Francisco in 1992. I started doing stand-up in '88, so I've been doing it for 4 years at that point. And at that point, I had 4 years under my belt, and I was deluded into thinking, I'm a pretty amazing comedian. I was starting to get booked as a feature, starting to get booked as a headliner a couple places. I've got a solid, I've got some A+ material. It always works.
Yeah.
But it was the worst, hackiest, most forgettable. It worked, but of course it worked. It was just this, pandering crap. And
it worked in the kind of places you were
It worked.
going to.
Yeah, it worked if you were at
Performing
Befuddles
at
in West
Applebee's.
Virginia. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I killed at, and I'm not making this up, Sir Laughs a Lot.
Wow.
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Sir Laughs a Lot, ladies and gentlemen.
That's my Tinder name. So
there you go, Sir Laughs a
Lot.
Underscore. Okay. So now I get to the Holy City Zoo, like, hey, I'm this. There's a new gunslinger in town, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my set. It's Tuesday night open mic. I'm introducing myself to the San Francisco scene, and I go up and I do all my A stuff. And I only got to do 7 minutes. So 7 minutes, it's all gonna be applause breaks. Boom, boom, boom. And I go up, and what I didn't know was the Holy City Zoo. The only people in that room ever were comedians, and I ate it so hard. And it wasn't booze or silence. It was just that kind of
indifference, kind of.
Not even indifference. No, it was almost this genuine tolerance and pity. Like, oh, you're doing that. Okay. Oh, the tampon. That's great. Yeah. And I walked across the street because what I realized was, up until that point, all I'd learned about comedy was if it gets a laugh, it works, and that's it. We're not artists. We're not arguing about content here. It's just whoever gets the laugh, that is it. And now suddenly I'm in this room of people that all they cared about is, am I doing something new? Am I doing the 9th or 10th take rather than the first take on something? Am I challenging myself? I had learned the business, but I hadn't learned the craft. So that was the huge, and I walked across the street from the Holy City Zoo on Clement Street to a restaurant called Taiwan that's still there, best dim sum I've ever had. And I sat down and and this is so symbolic, but I just ate fried rice and I tore pages out of my notebook until my notebook was blank, and I just threw them in the trash, and I wrote I wrote the next day's date on the page. When I wake up tomorrow, I'm at 0 and I got to start writing new stuff.
So it broke you, but in a good way.
It broke me in a great way.
In a great way.
Because if I hadn't gone into that room and had that humiliation, I would be, I'd be on a cruise ship right now. I would be. I'd be on a cruise ship.